A major emergency is right now unfolding on one of Australia's busiest highways. A truck crash has left 7 semi-trailers engulfed in flames, bringing the Hume Highway to a standstill on the New South Wales Southern Tablelands. Our reporter Josh Martin is there at the scene near Goulburn and he joins us live this afternoon. Josh, there are grave fears for one of the missing drivers.
Good afternoon, Hugh. Firefighters say it is a miracle that 6 truck drivers managed to survive this fiery crash, but there are grave concerns for that one unaccounted firefighter. This crash took place between Goulburn and Yass at 5 a.m. this morning, and if you look behind me, there is still smoke pouring out of the wrecks of those 7 semi-trailers. 2 of those semi-trailers collided around 5 this morning. They were travelling north on the Hume Highway here, a key freight route. It's then that they've crashed into 5 other trucks. The drivers of those trucks were actually sleeping. A rude awakening as those trucks caught fire. There were explosions, and 4 of those trucks were carrying highly flammable materials. One had 8 tons of butane cans on board, another had resin, a third memory foam, and the 4th was carrying alcohol. Now, firefighters fear that those plumes you can see behind me may be toxic. We did have an update from New South Wales Fire and Rescue a short time ago. Take a listen.
Smoke we still see, we believe it contains formaldehyde, so Fire Rescue New South Wales and Rural Fire Service members are working diligently within that smoke, decontaminating both ourselves and our equipment as we go. So we've got equipment coming down to test the smoke to find out what it contains.
We are about to get an update from New South Wales Police. We'll bring you that information when we get it. There are, of course, major diversions in place. The Hume Highway is shut in both directions, and firefighters say it could be that way for days. Trucks and cars are being diverted through Canberra, down the Federal Highway, and then back up the Butane Highway to Yass. It's about an 80-minute delay, but if you are travelling between Sydney and Melbourne today, definitely take that detour. And grave concerns for that one truck driver who still remains missing, Hugh.
Yeah, major disruption to the highway connecting our 2 biggest cities. Josh Martin, thank you.
Rescuers are in a race against the clock to locate survivors in the aftermath of Venezuela's 2 deadly earthquakes. 6 days on, the death toll has climbed to more than 1,700 and is expected to rise.
Around 70,000 people remain missing as miracle stories of survival continue to emerge. So far, there have been no confirmed Australian deaths. And for more, we're joined by Christian Perez, Venezuelan living on the Gold Coast. Good morning, Christian. Thanks for joining us. Just take us through how you're feeling. Are your family, are your friends affected back home?
Thank you for having me and for covering this. It's been horrible. It's been a nightmare, like a horror movie. My family, thank God, is fine. My mom and dad. But as we dig in a little bit, we all have people, we all have someone that we know that have someone missing. It's been very hard to, I've been crying for the last, I don't know how it's been, 5-6 days. I don't even know how many days it's been. The whole last week's been a blur. We've been like zombies. Trying to kick on with our day with the frustration of being here, not being able to be there helping. I feel so much guilt just being in a good position, healthy, safe here, and seeing my people literally buried alive. It's been very hard.
Yeah. It is absolutely horrifying. Our thoughts and our prayers are with you and your family and all the people in Venezuela. Thank you very much for your time.
11 people have been killed in a skydiving plane crash in northeastern France. The aircraft plunged shortly after takeoff. The pilot, 5 instructors and 5 skydivers all died. Some of their families witnessed the horror as they watched from the ground. The 5 amateur skydivers were nurses who'd been given the tandem skydive experience as a gift.
Candles have been lit in honour of the 6 victims killed in a mass shooting at a youth welfare centre in northern Germany. 4 women and 2 men who all worked at the facility were killed and multiple others injured inside a building in Stade, west of Hamburg. Officials say a 45-year-old man in an apparent child custody dispute is the suspected shooter. He is now in custody. His 3-month-old daughter and her mother are safe.
After deadly twin earthquakes, Venezuela has been hit by a third natural disaster. Severe flooding has swept through the country's northwest, submerging homes and businesses. No one has been killed, but the death toll from the quakes continues to climb, and against the odds, survivors are still being pulled from the rubble.
After almost 4 days buried alive, he's barely moving but free, delicately passed hand by hand to a team of medics.
Has only had 1 liter of fluid. That's it. Okay, let's back up.
A father and son were also rescued, and here workers are getting fluids to a trapped survivor as they work out how to get them free. It's these miracles that are keeping Venezuelans and rescue workers going, digging and digging in the hope they'll stumble on life. International help has arrived, this Italian crew calling out to potential survivors.
Bomberos Italia, me responde!
But they're frequently unanswered. Hope is fading. There's simply not enough crews or machinery on the ground to move the mountains of rubble. In some areas, they're still waiting for help. Here, an apartment block collapsed with 100 residents inside. So far, only 6 have been found. This woman's nephew is trapped inside.
Confianza en Dios. De que ellos están vivos.
She says her faith in God is helping her cope. This Argentinian footballer lost his wife and 2 children. He spent 72 hours searching for them. They'd moved to Venezuela to chase his sporting dreams. The powerful twin quakes have left tens of thousands missing. The race to find them is shockingly basic, but the determination is astonishing.
We're in the city of La Guaira, which is one of the most affected by the Venezuelan twin earthquakes. And right now, these rescue workers have heard 2 distinct tap-tap when they're trying to communicate with people who are still trapped under the rubble. And this is why this is truly a race against time, but it's a race against time that is happening in utter silence. Nobody dares to speak, nobody dares to shout, because a sound could mean a life saved. And all of this is also happening as the relatives of the people trapped inside and other survivors are still here. More than 72 hours have passed since the earthquake struck. And that is the golden window where the vast majority of survivors are located and rescued in these type of situations. Of course, miracles do happen. Overnight, for example, an 11-month-old baby was rescued from under the rubble, and this is what's giving people hope. And the other thing that is giving people hope, of course, is the fact that they keep hearing sound from inside. But that clock is ticking, and the window is definitely about to pass.